Hello, I am on my way to my mom's job so that I can lock in and work. I'm going to get some lunch first, but I needed to lock in and get some work done outside of the house because I keep getting distracted. And I mean, you know how it is, working from home with kids. So I am on my way to go do some content planning. I have a lot of studying to catch up on, and I have a lot of things that I need to get ready for some campaigns that I have to shoot this week. So I'm really excited because one of them I get to do with my kids, and I usually don't do stuff with my kids, but this one will be fun. And I don't mind doing it ever so often, and they're excited because they always like to film, but I don't like shoving the camera down my baby's faces. So I forgot my little car mount thing, so I was holding the phone. But yeah, I'm on my way to my mom's job, and hopefully I can lock in. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of productivity planning, or just like getting systems in order, because I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on that I'm really excited, and it's something that my husband and I are going to work on together, which is exciting because we haven't worked on something together in a long time. So I need to do some like productivity planning, getting my systems together, just taking better advantage of the Apple ecosystem and using reminders and calendar and all that stuff together, and see how I can come up with a better planning thing. Because ever since I haven't really talked about it on this channel, or on my platform on YouTube. Guys, this is probably gonna be all over the place, I'm so sorry, but I haven't really talked about it on here, my postpartum situation that I went through. But if you want to know about it, I told pretty much the whole story on TikTok, so my handles are the same everywhere, the Minimal Jess. But ever since that happened, and I've been trying to get back on to some type of schedule just to get some stuff done, I haven't had the best time like being organized, and that's just not me. So I need to get back organized. So that's a lot of this too. So I'm gonna stop talking because I don't know how this audio is gonna be in the car, and also the phone keeps falling every time I try to drive off because I don't have my mount. So I'll see you guys when I get to my mom's job. So I really need to study today, but before I do that, I need to get organized. I am so all over the place, like I said, in the car, ever since I've been trying to like get back to working on stuff after my postpartum episode. So I need to do the following. I need to have a place to plan my days, so like a digital planner setup. I need a place to plan my content because right now Notion is a little bit overwhelming for me, and I can't seem to find a system that works that I like, that is not overwhelming and just has too many moving parts. So I'm still trying to figure out how I want to integrate Notions into my workflow for content and studying and business, whatever it is. But right now, I don't really have time to be sitting there fiddling with it and figuring that out. So that'll come as it needs to. So for today, the to-do list of things to do is to create a digital planner, put all my notes into an organized system in the Notes app, schedule anything that I need to schedule in the calendar, and get my content planning, like actual planning, done for this week, because I am basically playing catch up for this week. So I have like 3 YouTube videos due this week. I have a sponsorship that I have to film for this week, and I have just other priorities when it comes to content. And I really want to start my Substack because I miss writing, but I have been thinking about doing the Substack. I was thinking about Patreon for a long time. I've talked to you guys about that before, but I really think Substack will work for me as far as like just being able to blog. And so I'm gonna do some brainstorming this week, not today probably, but I want to do some brainstorming on what is feasible that I can actually maintain and push out either on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. We'll see. So I need to look more into that. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I am pretty much starting with a clean slate. Last night I kind of went and did like put all my notes. As you can see, I have a lot of iCloud notes. I use notes for everything, and I'm working on some exciting things to do with this really soon. I'm going to share everything with you guys really soon. But this is where I like to house everything. This is like my go-to. And so I put everything into this catch-all folder because I didn't want to delete a whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time going through. I still need to like clean everything up because I'm sure all 417 or 520 notes, I'm sure I don't need them all, but I just don't have the time for that right now. But I didn't want to see them because I didn't want them to be distracting. I'm not going to open that up because it does have like some personal named things and, things going on in there. So if I click on it, it's going to show on here. So we are going to start fresh and we are going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this work. I usually like to be fancy with my titles as far as like spacing them out to make them look a little bit more aesthetic. Like, I don't know. And then I will figure out an emoji. Let's do a computer. That's valid. So maybe put that first. Okay, so that's the folder. And then I want to do smart folders, but right now my iCloud is full and I need to either buy more storage or figure out. I'm really trying to figure out how to manage my storage right now because I'm not trying to add another monthly thing. So I need to look into that, but we are going to go ahead and add a new folder under, nested in the work folder. And I'm going to call this, we're going to say business because again, I'm not ready to share that yet. So we're going to put that, and then I'm going to make a new one and we're going to call this Content Hub. If I can spell. Okay, so Content Hub. So I'm primarily going to be working within this Content Hub right now. So I'm going to click on this and you can right click, or I think you can like go up to the menu at the top and go to like file, add new or whatever. But we're going to create a new folder within the Content Hub that says YouTube. I'm going to do one that says, I'll probably just lump short form for right now, like all into one. And we'll just create one for future reference that says, we'll say blog slash subtag. So I want to rearrange these because I kind of want the YouTube one first, short form second, and then we have the blogs and subtag. And right now, that's all I can think of right now to, have everything organized. But what I want to do now is create a YouTube template. So in this YouTube folder, I'm going to create a new note and we're going to call this YouTube template. That way I can, go back and have something to kind of copy paste into a new note when I'm ready to plan a new video idea. So you can add like short or hashtags and stuff like that. So I'm going to put YouTube template, or I'm going to just put templates. That way, when I go into notes, I can search templates, and any template that I've created for any reason will be in there. So I'll probably go back and I'm literally just doing this as I go right now, but I'll probably go back and kind of better organize this and get some actual like structure to the tags that I put on here so that it's more tailored to, okay, not just all templates, but like YouTube templates. So I'll play around with that at a later time. So I'm basically just gonna add this as how I would have it in Notion. So usually in Notion, I'll have something that says platform, which obviously this is going to be YouTube, but just for, my brain, platform, I like to put the status. So is it in review? Is it in scripting? Is it in filming? Or am I editing it? Is it uploaded? So I'll probably put like, I saw ChatGPT like give suggestions to put like a tag for each one of those, the statuses, and then that way I can like easily kind of track them that way. But I also, which I'm going to show you in a second, I have another way to check the status. So I'm not really concerned about that in the notes yet. Again, I'm still playing around with this, but I will show you in the reminders app my planner and how I'm tracking things over there when we get to it. So, but I do like to see the status at the top. It kind of keeps me like, okay, you're doing a good job. You're staying on top of things. So platform status, I think I usually put the due date. That's really important. And then I also put if it's sponsored or not so that I can visually see that this is important. It needs to get done right now because it is something I'm getting paid for. So that is kind of like my things I want to see right at the top. And then I like to put a section for each thing. So I'll put like a brain dump section. And I'm going to go through and like format all this in a second so you guys can see how like it can look a little bit more aesthetic. So brain dump, I'm just putting the bones here first because that's my HTML brain working as a web developer. So brain dump, I like to put any research, that kind of goes under brain dump for me. I like to put the script, we'll put in there, the intro hook, I just put the body because it's kind of like the, meat of the video, and then call to action, so CTA. And then I like to put any thumbnail ideas, and I like to put title ideas. So those are the main sections. And then, I also, at the top of this, before, I actually like to put like, I'll just call it like the vibe, because this is basically like my hair and my outfit. And I'm not like a fashionista, I'm not a fashion blogger or anything, but I do like to know like how it just takes more work out of the work that day of. So knowing how you want to put your hair and knowing what you're going to wear in the video, it helps a lot. And so I like to put that at the top so I can, see what's going on there. And then also within this, I like to put shot style. So I don't know if there's a better word for this, but that just means like, is this a vlog? Is it like a sit down educational video? What's the style of shooting? And then I can kind of plan around that. So like I can put B-roll. I think that's how it's supposed to be spelled. I don't know. But those are the main sections that I use. And then you can like drag and drop images in here for like thumbnail inspiration that you see, different things like that. So I am going to format this now. Okay, so let's format this. I am going to put these into like, I'm gonna make them look prettier. So brain dump, I guess that's supposed to be 2 words, but I like it like this. Brain dump, we are going to do this as a subheading, or actually we're going to do this as a block quote. No, that's not it. We are going to do this as a monostyle. And that gives you this kind of tab. It kind of obviously like helps separate things, but then we're also going to kind of color it so that and make it bold so that it stands out a little bit more. So I think I want to make this like the mint color. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. And I'll go ahead and do that so it gets rid of the little red squiggly line. Fine. We're going to do the same thing here. Just make it mono style, and we're going to give it a color. I'm probably going to do everyone the same color just to keep the fluidity of it and keep it more, clean. So all the titles will have, or, all the sections will be like this. Okay, so now we have our template for YouTube videos, at least already done for us. I'm not gonna do a short form one because with short form, I just kind of like go as, film as I go. I kind of have an idea of what I want. The only time I write things down for short form is if I know that I want to add a lot of shots, or if I'm going to do a voiceover, so I'll put like what I'm going to say. And so that is easy, but typically I'll just type it all out. And so I'll, save the time on this video for that. So pretty much now you have a ready to go YouTube template, and you can come in here, right click it, and you can duplicate the note. And now you can just take this one and start plugging and playing. Put the YouTube title or the title of the video that you want it to be, and just start filling out your script. So that's how I'm going to start doing my scripting and my planning for that in notes. Let's hop over to reminders now, and we're going to do our daily digital calendar, or like our digital planner, and our actual, I'll show you like my content kind of tracker that I'm doing over there. Okay, so here we are in the reminders app, and for reference, I already started to play around with this last night because I just wanted to start the process, because I was really trying to get all of this done before today so that I could actually jump into my Monday ready to go. But life. So we have our work list and our personal list, and underneath this is actually like a nested list. So within the work, I have admin, production studio, short form, sponsorships, and shortcuts. Shortcuts we're not going to talk about right now. We're not going to go into that. But okay, so let's start with sponsorships. Sponsorships I have laid out as a Kanban board. Kanban, I don't know. But this is what I'm doing for sponsorships, and this is going to look the same for my production studio and my digital planner, and we'll get to that in a second. So right, as you can see, for sponsorships, I wanted a better way to track what I am doing and like who I want to pitch, who I've pitched, what happens. So we have brand. So that's just information on the brand. Like right now, I came across this really cute like desktop that I saw on Amazon, and I want to pitch to them. So I put them here, and we'll see what happens. But I have kind of like a template for this too. I'm not too sure how the templates work on reminders, because so far I try to copy paste things and it doesn't really work how I want it to. So I'm still playing around with that. But I have it here just to have those things that I could think of right now. So say I already, I'm ready to pitch Pixio, I can move it over to Pitched. And then if they respond back and we're starting to negotiate pricing, and, I'm giving them we're kind of working out the content concept, then I can move it to negotiating. And then if it goes through, we can move it to signed, and signed. After it's signed and everything is good, I know that it's ready to produce. And so once it's ready to produce, it kind of comes out of this cycle, and it needs to move to the production studio. Okay, so jumping over to production studio, because that sounds like it should be next. This is what I've set up for this one. And I'm going to show you how to set all this up. If you don't know how to set up like the Kanban board, I don't know. But this is what I have for production studio. So ideas, researching, scripting, filming, editing, and approval for those sponsored posts, and upload it. So I like to see that I've uploaded stuff. I like to see the long list of stuff, and then I can go back and kind of see what I posted within the year, and just, I don't know, it just makes me feel good to see like, okay, you've been posting content. So this looks really empty right now because again, I just set this up and I need to pull some stuff over from Notion. So right now I just have like the new video template here, and I'll probably, since we made one in Notes, this probably will change a lot. I'll probably just have like a list. So like instead of it saying brain dump script, all that stuff, because I'm not going to write all that in here, I can just put like something like note, and then I can share the note with the script. I can share that. It'll give me a link and I can place it in here. So then I know like, okay, it's good to go. It has the script written, or it has ideas in it. And so, yeah, it's just easy access to the notes. So this is something I'm going to be posting today, so I don't mind it being shown. But this is for short form. So anyway, as you can see, like once I have an idea, then I might need to research it for something like apps I use for daily content. I don't need to research that because I know what I use, but that could probably go ahead and go over to, if it works, this can go ahead and go over to scripting, because I do want to add some notes. So scripting is not necessarily like writing an actual script. It can just be like going into brain dump and get your points together. So, once I'm filming it, it goes over to filming. Like I'm filming this vlog now, so it's in filming. And then when I go to edit it, I can put it in editing, so forth and so on. And then once we post it, which will be this week, it'll be uploaded. So one thing I do like about using this is that you can still put the due date. So it says remind me. I'm using this as an actual like due date for me. So I don't need it to necessarily remind me on this day, but I know if I look at it that I want to post it on July 30th, which is Wednesday. So and I usually post on YouTube at like 11 a.m. So I just put 11 a.m. So you can do quite a bit in here. And then going to short form, same thing. I have TikTok, Instagram, Shorts, Threads, and all platforms. I like to separate all of them because I don't post everything on every platform. For instance, I just did a whole series on my postpartum experience, and that is all on TikTok. I was going to put it on YouTube, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I feel like that lives very well on TikTok. It's just that style of video, just kind of, I like it on TikTok. So something like that I'll have over there. But if it's something like apps I use for my daily business, or my content in business, I'll have that on all platforms, because it's something that I feel like can be shared on all platforms. And then setting up my phone for productivity, same thing. I feel like that can go on all platforms. And Clean With Me, I think I'm just going to put that on TikTok. I might put that on Instagram, but I don't know. So one thing I started to do is flag the ones that are due today. So then I can come over here and see flag. I see 2. To me, that lets me know that I have 2 things that have to be done today. So this piece of content on TikTok, and this piece of content, TikTok is going to get 2 posts today, and then the rest are just going to get this one. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. it is cool. And then if I change my mind, I can easily move things like I showed you before from one platform to another. So that's that. We already went through all the rest of them. Let's go into our personal. The personal has daily planner, which I already started one, but I'm going to start a new one so that I can not show things that I'm actually doing and also show you guys how I'm going to set it up. So there's groceries, which can get real intricate, and we're not going to go through that today because I need to set mine back up. I had a template and I needed to reset. So we'll do that for sure in an upcoming video because I have some stuff in the works, like I said, and it's gonna be good. So households, so different cleaning routines or things that I need to do for my kids, my husband, the household, whatever it is, bills, whatever. Wish list. This is just, I wanted a wish list of places, like a place that I could put all the things that I want to get. Because sometimes people, like my birthday is tomorrow. So some people will be like, what do you want for your birthday? And you're like, I don't know. But I personally don't want anything. But it's just always good to have those little things that you want to remember that you might want. So gift list is going to be for what I give to other people. So Christmas, birthdays, things like that. Packing list, which normally I actually wouldn't use, but I think I have a couple of brand trips coming up between now and next year. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to have to, do some packing. Watch list is anything that I want to remember to watch: movies, shows, podcasts, documentaries, whatever. And then my cleaning list. So things that are going to be reoccurring and things like that. And I'll 9 times out of 10 do another video where I show how to set up like the logistics of these things to make things reoccur, to just make everything seamless. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our planner. So I'm going to come down to add list, and then I'm going to type in my planner because I already have something named daily planner, which I'm going to switch that up. But anyway, for cohesion, you can like add the different colors. I'm going to stick with black because that's what all of mine are. And then you can come in and add the icons, or you can add emojis. I'm just going to keep it how it is for now, and then hit OK. Up here in the top right corner, you're going to select the middle button. Well, I'm on a MacBook. I don't know how this looks on iPad and iPhone, but you're going to find where it says add new section. And I'm just going to put this month, and I'm going to put in brackets so that I can put the name of the month when it's time. Because remember, this is the template we're building here. I'm going to add a new section called this week. And I'm going to put in brackets so that I can put the date. So I don't know what day this week ends on, so I'm just going to just put something random there for right now. But obviously you would come in and it will say the days of that week, and then you just want to come add a new section, and now you're going to just start putting your days of the week. I'm going to change this to the 27th because I do like to start my plans on the Sunday before. So you can obviously do Monday, Sunday start, it's up to you. But then you're just going to go and add all the days. So now that we have all of our days of the week, we have our month, we have our week, and actually I'm going to add another one that says future log. And this can be stuff that doesn't necessarily have to happen that month or that week, but that we know we want to get done at some point this year. Okay, so now we have that section. So on the Mac, when you're on the iPad or iPhone, there is a button you can click. But on the Mac, you want to go to File, and then you're going to go to View. You go to the top, and then you go to View and View as columns. So now we have our Kanban board. So as you can see everything here. And I'm actually going to bring this future log over to be, can I? Yep. Over to be like probably before this month. So now I can come in and put the month name, I can put the days, and then if you want to, you can double click on the name and put the actual date on there, which I might do. But yeah, now you have this daily planner. So let's just say if I want to put in Monday, I need to film this vlog, and I need to film TikToks, I need to content plan, and then if I want to, same thing as I showed you before, I can come in and add extra notes. But then I can like make a new reminder that says like, so I have content plan, and then I can put like setup planner. And then I can put plan week. I don't know. That I can take these and put them inside of content planner. And now content, it's so hard to click this one. the MacBook for some reason. I don't know. And I could put that in there too. So now I have 2 subtasks for content plans. So I know I need to content plan, but what actual plans do I need to do, or what actual things do I need to do? So I have plan week, setup planner, and those are just within that one thing. So I can, you know, select that, and then when those are both done, I'm done with all of it. I can just select that. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also set up like how it went away when I clicked it. I personally like to see everything that I've done in a day. It's like satisfying to see that I'm getting work done. So I don't want it to disappear. So you can go to view, and then you can go show completed, and those will come back, and then you can see that you completed them. So that is going to be the daily planner. And then if I don't, like, say I didn't get to content planning today, then I can move it to, you know, I can move it to tomorrow. And it's just already there. I don't have to retype anything or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you guys how to save this as a template. So, okay, so now you have everything set up the way that you want it to be. You have all your days, you have whatever it is that you want to put in here. You can come up to file, and then you can put save as template. Make sure you don't have any tasks under your, you know, sections, because those will save as a template as well. And unless it's reoccurring, like, you know, you're going to film vlogs on Mondays, you know, you're going to film TikToks on Monday, then that actually would be smart to put all your reoccurring tasks already in there, and then come up to file, and then save as template. And then you can call it my planner and save. So now when you go to add a new list, you go to templates, and you go find that template, create list, and here we are. And it automatically just comes up in the list view. But again, you can change it to the Kanban view, which I personally like. But if you want to view it like this, or if you're on your phone and it's a little bit, you know, it's more narrow, you can view in the Kanban. I wish you could, like, when you turn it, it would, you know, turn with it. But that app doesn't, you know, turn the orientation. So maybe that's something they can work on. But yeah, this is how I am organizing my life, with reminders and notes. And I plan on doing much more deep dive videos in the future, like the near future, of how I am utilizing the Apple ecosystem to be more productive, to be more streamlined and efficient in the work that I do every day. So let me know if you like this setup. What are you guys using for, you know, planning and setting up your workflow? I would love to hear it. All right, so I'm back home. I've been home for a few hours now. The baby is right here. He's kind of cut off, but he's right here. So I still need to finish my script for tomorrow's video, and then I need to finish this vlog, get this edited and posted for you guys. But I am so happy with all the systems that I have put up today. They are really, really good as far as keeping me organized and different things like that. So I'm excited to see how this plays out as we go through the next couple months, just trying it out. But so far, I really like how clean, minimal, simple it is, because that's how my brain works best. I cannot have a whole bunch of stuff. So I need to do that. I still need to film the rest of one of my TikToks and then film the other. So you guys wish me luck, because it's already 5 o'clock and I still need to study. So I don't know how I'm gonna get all this done. I think I spent too much time with my systems today, but that's okay, because I did it once and now I don't have to do it again. So I am going to hop into doing my scripting. I already showed you guys that template, and then I'll be back to tell you guys what I do after that.
Stop. You're going to hit your mama in the back with a rock.
You want to say hi?
Don't hit your mama with a rock.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we are on our nighttime walk, tiring the kids out before bedtime. And I'm going to go ahead and close out the vlog here, because I still have to stay up late and edit this vlog to get it posted tomorrow. I'm still trying to get used to vlogging again, because it's been so long, but I am determined to get back on my consistent YouTube posting. So I am going to spend tomorrow with my family for my birthday. I might vlog some of it, and then I really need to film. I had some obligations that I needed to do for some brands, so I need to do that, and I need to study again. So I need to get back home and get back to work after I put all these kids to bed. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you guys, you know that. I'll see you in the next one.